I know it must be very beautiful outside. I can see the sun. Labor Day weekend. I never left the house. I can't leave the house. Now it's Wednesday. I still can't leave the house. Because about a week ago I got a notice from the Pennsylvania Extravaganza Quilt Show telling me that my entry had been accepted. I have to mail it by the 5th. Oh God, is that tomorrow? I have to mail it by the 5th or the 6th. It has to get there before the 11th. So, oh, I was excited. Oh wow, I was accepted. So, I had submitted this quilt, 4 roses. So I got it out and looked at it and I thought, oh my God, I can't submit this. It's just not acceptable. It's one of the quilts I made before I made my second trip back to the CD and got their feedback. And said that the stitch, they haven't done this part yet. The rows of stitches are just too far apart. I could never submit this now. So I just decided I had to do the whole quilt over with stitching again between all the rows. And well, I've done up to here. I've just got the middle part yet to do. But it's taken more time than I thought it was going to. Of course, it doesn't take nearly as much time as making the quilt in the first place. But I've been on it every day for this is my 5th day. I eat breakfast and I start work. I take little breaks, but my hands are starting to really hurt too, because this kind of work, you know, it's very hard on the hands, because my needle's this big. The thread is a 3-ply cotton thread that I get in India, and we're going through all these layers. It takes strength pushing a needle through that big fat needle. See, you have to use these too because it gets hard to pull the needle through. When I was there in Karnataka this last time, and I was lucky I was there for the meeting, and so they were in this great big room. There were all these women sitting, and they go there to get feedback on their quilts and to see if they can get their quilts accepted by the group. Has to be unanimous, as being of good enough quality to be saleable. So anyway, there's this very beautiful woman sitting right across from me, and I just was horrified when I saw what was happening. This was this, and then she went and pulled it with her teeth. I mean, can you imagine? If I go back there, I'm going to take her. I did buy one of her quilts. I'm going to take her an extra pair of pliers. This adds to my baggage weight, but I took them back when I went on my return trip. I knew I was going to need them. I am going back. I have my ticket now. But I'm not going to go into the forest with those quilters, because it's just so hard to get there. I'm happy once I'm there, but plus this time of year, travel in India has changed a lot. It's just much more of it. More people traveling, more tourists, more Indians traveling as their economy has been changing. So it's very hard to get any train reservation, even if I tried now. And it's to get where I'm going, there's no really comfortable train. Even if you get the sleeper, it's a wooden bench. It's not upholstered. So where are my scissors? I don't think I need to go back. I would like to. So then the question was, well, what am I going to do then? Because if I'm going back there, I'm going for 2.5 months. It doesn't pay to go for less than that. The thread. I got about 12 of these. You can make maybe a quilt and a half out of one. And since then, like I'm down to my last hank. So I have, I think Sister Valentine at the convent, I'm paying her to pick me up a lot of thread and mail it to me. So what I'm going to do when I go to India is just work on my quilts. I'm just going to be there instead of here is all. And I'll just go to the places where I normally go in Kerala, Thrissur and Ernakulam, and quilt there in my room instead of here in this room. At least I'll get doses for breakfast. So this is pre-repair work, and we get down here, we've got the stitches. Twice as many stitches. This is very crude in comparison. So I think I'm going to make it, but after I finish this, I have to finish this today, and then I have to make the sleeves for hanging the two quilts. This is an earlier one, but I've already repaired it. It's small, but they want a theme. The theme is home. Okay, well, so I'm calling this "Don't Fence Me In" reference to home. Is called Four Roses, and I guess that can be home too. Sleeping on a bed of roses. This just had to happen. I didn't have any options. See this? Just doesn't work.